circuit named for Ferrari. It is qualifying at a special arena for motorsport. Welcome to Imola.
All right, welcome back to a brand new series. First time out in the quali, but this quali is going to be in the wet around Imola. It's going to be a challenge for the young driver, but also the formidable Jamie Chadwick. Let's see what we can able to do in this first outing around Imola against our teammate in the wet. Okay, so off rip, we need to bump the AI up for sure. Just wanted to see where it was gonna be at, and man, I did not know I was gonna be that
Goodbye
fast.
for now, then.
So
We're
definitely
really
gotta
just
bump the
getting
AI up.
started. Make sure you
This
join
is
us again for lights
a bunch
out
of
tomorrow.
rubbish right now. Don't even just act like that never really happened. To be honest, we gotta bump the AI up by a lot if we want to just keep the series competitive into our own ways of doing things and really just having competitive aspect to it. So that's what we're gonna do before this race kick off. Oh yeah, 65. Oh man, I need to at least do like 80. Say 88, because I think that them 65 days are gone for sure, 100%. Let's see, where is the? I know there's one setting that I wanted to make sure. Okay, yep, cool. All right. Well, let's get into this race. This is where the challenge is going to begin. Quality just wasn't executed right. That was just by my own wrongdoing, user error, what some people like to call it. So let's get
Months
to
of
it.
rumour and speculation all comes to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. A lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Jamie Chadwick lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who will start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Hamilton, Perez, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Gasly, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Albon, Magnussen, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Joe, and Logan Sargent. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes, delighted to say that we're joined today by Anthony Davidson. Well, welcome back. After all the testing, the build-up, it all now comes down to this.
Everyone's G'd up for this one. They've done the testing, like you say. The drivers will be revving inside, heart rates going, trying to burst out their chest at this moment. With that anticipation, who's got the speed? We're going to learn now, once and for all.
Okay, mate, I really want to convert this pole position into a win today. Go out there and get it. Good luck.
Yep, copy. All right, let's get it. Now, this is going to be the true test. The quality didn't mean jack diddly squat. Let's see how we do in the race. Oh, I forgot one thing. User error once again, man. Forgot one thing. Let's switch this back over. All right, now let's go. Take two. Not a bad start, but Matt's get a better start to start out. And then we got Lando Norris right here with us, side by side. Bang wheels with Lando Norris and able to safely get out to the other side of that corner. Now we got the RB20 in ahead of us with Max Verstappen, formidable four-time champion now. But in this timeline, he's still a three-time champion. So let's see if we can able to do with a little bit of containership for us, at least. Contain him to a certain I would say just distance, somewhere around the 1 second, below 1 second range. We can contest for the win, potentially, but we'll have to see though, nonetheless. We are on a two-step strategy, so we are on a different outlook of things and of the strategy, and hopefully we've been able to execute on that and really get the reward of doing that compared to our competitors. I'm going to check. Okay, so soft compound tires could be an option as well. We don't necessarily have to go to hard compound tires.
DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Copy, Mark. I already know those things. Sweeping on the outside of Max Verstappen. Lovely move. Pinched him out. He had no choice but to back out. Soon going to be in that bracket where Fernando Alonso said he will back out because he realized that he has 2 children at home. Not the exact quote that was being said to Michael Schumacher, but somewhere around that region of things that he was saying. A passion to that 130R, famously, back in the day. What a beautiful start, though, nonetheless, for a young career, Jamie Chadwick, but also a seasoned veteran in all other aspects in racing and motorsports, nonetheless. Our champion in the W Series, definitely a champion in dealing with the GT as well. Honestly, one of the youngest, honestly one of the best when it comes down to female drivers. Doesn't really get any better. You know, Jamie Chadwick, soon to be 27 years old too. Coming up very soon for her. But this start right here with Aston Martin is a little bit different because they do have a Bastoner. I think it was the Bastoner, or I think it's called the it's like with Jensen Button, her, and Jill Villeneuve, Jack Villeneuve, Jill Villeneuve's son. They are, I think, a Bastoner Bastoner role. I'm probably saying it wrong, but yeah, they're basically just investing into Williams. Really just backing them, to be honest. So that's different parallels. for me going to Aston Martin with this timeline and in this game, besides real life moves that they're making. So, but we could have a chance to go to Williams. I have to just see though. Right now we're doing a fine good job keeping the 3-time champion behind us. But soon, the 3 laps time, we're going to be going to the pits, going to put on some other medium compound tires, and then we are going to be rolling out into our first stint with a brand new set of tires and some traffic as well, probably towards the back of the field. So we're going to have to use a lot of pace, a lot of skill, a lot of precision to be able to get back up here to the top end of the pack and really hopefully stay on the box at the end of this race. Teammate's not doing too bad, so we can check in on him.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 10th place. Time last lap, 1 minute 19.1.
Okay, so basically our teammate is basically at the back, and I'm right there at the middle pack area, middle field area. So not necessarily good right now for Fernando Alonso. I know he's fuming.
You're going to be on mediums.
I know he's fuming, but we are going to bring this team ahead as much as possible this season and see where the other teams going to end up, trying to get us a new contract going into season 2. Because remember, we are only on a one-year deal, so we got to prove ourselves this first season. We want to get the recognition from not only our team that we're in now, but also from the other teams, and get our stock up, our driver stock up for us as a whole. So we want to really do our due diligence on that and make sure that we take this serious as much as possible. Got 2 laps to go right now. Not bad until we get to our first stint. Tire choice. Another set of mediums. Whoa, huge spin, but able to save it. Had a little half spin moment. Beautiful save though. Kind of almost like the Fernando Alonso save in China this past year, 2024. I think it was race or sprint race that he did that. It was incredible. Able to save it. not even, not for me at least wanting to replicate it, but it did happen. Pretty much the same little spot, little area to the left, kind of point towards the crowd on the straightaway leading towards the start of another lap, fresh new lap. To lap 6. We only got about 1 lap to go till we get on the other set of the compound tires for the mediums, and hopefully we still have the pace that we have now though, so we can be able to slice through the pack, get back up here, fight Max Verstappen, because he's gonna have basically fresh air when we have to go into the pits. So it's really, really important with this first stint, they're able to get the best out of those tires and hopefully get back up here and contend for the win. But the gap that he's gonna have is gonna be pretty big. It's already like that already against George Russell and Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc in top 5. So it's definitely going to be a huge behemoth of a challenge for Jamie Chadwick, but I feel like we can able to do it though, nonetheless. Our pace around here is pretty strong throughout this life cycle of this game. Even in 2023, I'm starting to get a little bit more pace, and I was playing that pretty heavy. And speaking of that, we are going to have some more content on the way for 23 in that series. We're going to keep that going. Just had a little bit of a intermission, a little bit of finding myself mentally and all that, so just got past all of that. Yeah, just been doing my due diligence on my mental side, and I've been not huge. I know the content have been absolutely flying
Remember, box
out the
this
door,
lap.
but we
Keep an
definitely
eye on your
get back to that.
distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
Definitely get back to that. Yeah, gonna have a lot more content flying out the doors for y'all, so y'all stay tuned, stay locked in, have your notifications on. Like to subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't so already. Almost missed the pits. Ooh, close moment. Beautiful save though. You did not want to do an extra lap on that, on these tires. Beautiful, let's go. So I think our next time out is going to be lap 16 for our second stint to begin. So it's going to be pretty much towards the end of this race, I think. I think it's going to be lap 16.
You only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Lap 14, okay. So we're going to be pushing towards like lap 16. It depends on what's the tire we're looking like. And then we'll assess it when we get to that point. But right now we've got to catch the field. We're about 6 seconds down from Logan Sargent at the way end of the field, the back of the field completely. So we're going to do a lot of pace running early on. Really get these tires warmed up fast. Probably notice a difference that my differential is to 90 now. So it's really been helping it out with that. I feel like it's honestly very keen for my progression style, high race. Even though I'm on controller, but I just feel like I just got a lot more control over my car when it's at 90 or 95 or sometimes 100. Depends on the track. A lot more traction involved. It's kind of like what they had in 23 where you go like 50 and 55 was the you know, kind of range area for the car. So you gotta treat like 90 and 100 pretty much the same thing almost, you know, so to get the maximum traction out of the car.
We've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
All right, giving us a time to achieve, pretty much a simple time, but you cannot make any mistakes, so you're gonna wind up missing out on that time. Definitely want that for our driver rating. That's gonna be huge.
Okay, nice work. Really good
Perfect,
job with
able to achieve that. Get a plus pace on our driver rating, so that's going to be huge. Overall driver rating. Able to get past Logan Sargent. Now let's see if we can able to get past Guan Yu Zhou and Valtteri Bottas in the kick salvers. Be able to go side by side with Guan Yu Zhou and able to get the pass done. Now we're going to be trying to look for a pass on Valtteri Bottas. Now the Valtteri Bottas is going to go for the defensive move, going all the way to the inside. We're going to go on the outside and just wing it and absolutely get past him. Blow the doors off that kick salver that is pretty much slow in the bad marker team almost. But we do have Visa Cash App here, aka Alpha Tali. And we got a Haas. Whoa, we able to save the car, but we have a little bit of a half spin. Beautiful save though, nonetheless. Could have had some serious tire damage in general. Not tire damage, but just damage for the car in general. So that was a beautiful save for us. And we're gonna be focusing back in. Ooh, a little bit of a spin there. Let's save it again beautifully. Tires are a little bit hotter than we wanted, but we can never cool them down though. Having a little bit of a spin through there. Not too major though. We want to try to get past these guys again so we can kind of shield ourselves off from Max Verstappen. It's going to be a difficult challenge to do so, but it is possible though nonetheless. If we can able to get it done, that'd be nice. Gonna have to push the envelope though, just like we was doing, but not trying to do half spins.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
Now we got a little bit of breathing room against Max Verstappen, but not too much of it. Still gotta keep charging forward nonetheless. Got a host of people that's in the pits. Able to get over that rumble strip just slightly. They wound up setting up that turn just a little off. We have a little bit of huge understeer going on. Car just didn't want to turn into that corner. Lost just a little bit of time against Max, but we're still going to be charging ahead nonetheless. It's going to be an action-packed finish at the end of this race. It's going to be a huge shakeup in the F1 world, and in the paddock, Jamie Chadwick. And how is she going to perform in the Aston Martin? You know, she's an ambassador for Williams, alongside Jensen and Jack Villeneuve. Now we're in third place, not bad, but we want to keep pushing forward though. Next lap will be the lap that we do have to pitch. But we're gonna have to see how that's gonna play out, because we want to kind of stay ahead of Max as long as possible on this first stint. Try to get the maximum performance out of these tires before we transfer over on the soft compound tires, because we don't want to get on there too early and then they wind up dying out, because track is pretty tough on tire wear when it comes to certain corners, how much speed you got to carry into it. So in that being regard, with the soft compound tires being a lot more softer, a lot more gooier, what means by that is just a lot more intact with the road, so just degradation is way more higher than it ever has been for the soft compound tires. I feel like personally in the game, that is going to be a huge thing.
Box this lap.
That's going to be a huge thing, but it looks like a different strategy for the McLaren boys, or the McLaren boys and the Alpine boy as well, aka Pierre Gasly. It looks like he's going to be going on the hard compound tires. Like Norris is on the medium compound tires. He was on the hard compound tires to start out, so having a little bit of different strategy going on overall with the McLaren guys, but throughout the field is pretty much dominant by the hard compound tires. 14 out of 22 laps to go around this beautiful circuit in Imola. This to start out for the season. Going out really well. We're able to get a little wide through there, picked up a little bit of a warning through there, but it's okay though. First warning of the race. But we're gonna be pushing more than ever to try to able to get an advantage over these guys.
Here's some information on Russell for you. They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
check in with our teammate. Oh, a little bit of high spin there as well.
Gap to your teammate behind, 17.5 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in 10th place. And the time last lap, 1:19.5.
Then we're going to 100 with differential, see how it reacts around this track. Hopefully we can be able to balance out a little bit of those half spins that we've been doing. Even though we do have a stencil tire wear on the right-hand side of our car.
Okay, Jamie, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
I will happily agree with that. Honestly, we've been kind of struggling with lap time speed. So we've been able to build some consistency. I think this lap right here would be the best lap we can possibly pit for. Being able to get the best out of those soft compound tires and have the most speed throughout the entire field. But I don't know though. I feel like the hard compound tires will be better for longevity, and I can warm up the tires pretty fast around here, just in general in this game, not alone around here with the high dig, high tire wear, so high degradation. I feel like hard compound tires might want to be a suitable option for us. We'll go with the hard compound tires. Just going to pit now.
Okay, forget the targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop.
Sadly, we had to postpone that objective, but we got to do what we got to do. Got to focus in on the race. Get the maximum out of this. If we can finish ahead of our teammate, Fernando Alonso, two-time champion, 0506, that would be phenomenal. But it's only a dream right now. He's right ahead of us. He goes speeding past us. You can hear on the outside of this wall.
See these tires through to the end now.
Now we're going to be charging
Okay, clear.
absolute maximum. Oh, we have a little bit of hit the rumble strips over there. Super understeer because of the cold tires. Speaking of tires, we're going to check in on what's this tire temperature is looking like. I know it's not looking too bad. Like it's warming up pretty fast. Got to get going fast though. Want to beat Fernando Alonso. Maybe the best of that chicane, hands down. We are on the old settings though. We're not on those strict corner cutting. We're on just a regular corner cutting, really old school. Like if you haven't been watching none of my videos and it's your first time, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, because that is exactly what we do in F1. We do the old school corner cutting. Take much room as possible, but not too much room, and you know, for it to be wreaking out a advantage over the rest of the competition.
Okay, Jamie, that's Gasly ahead. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race.
I know I was going to go for him, and I see the gap. Sure enough, saw the gap, made that happen. Got past him with ease. Some older, medium compound tires. Had to get past him.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Gonna be the same thing for Esteban Ocon. Getting past him as well in the Alpine. Letting them battle that out back here. Gonna put the ERS deploy in hot lap. Able to switch back move on Esteban Ocon. He's having a little bit of a twitch going on over there. Gonna give him some extra room so we won't get hit. But to make that pass happen into turn one. One of the most common spots able to make a pass happen. Now we'll see if we can get past our teammate Fernando Alonso, two-time champion, us, a three-time champion in the W Series, and a GT champion in 2015 in the British, if I'm not mistaken, championship. Could be getting that wrong, but I know for a fact 2015 we definitely had a championship. So we are a champion in our own right, in our own categories, motorsport. So we know what it takes. Able to get around two-time champion and F1 0506 champ. Let's go, baby. Come on. 2 laps to go. Let's see if we can get some maximum points here. So we can get past Oscar Piastri if it's possible. Able to set the fastest lap around here. 1:16.866. Let's go. Come on. Fernando Alonso is falling off completely when it comes to pace-wise. He's not gelling with this Aston Martin at all right now. Hopefully we can be able to help him out with that. We want him to be contending with the championship. Go along in that regard, but as a team as well in the constructors, so he's definitely got to improve with that. I know Fernando Alonso definitely has the tools to be able to get us across the line with that. So we got to be able to do our due diligence, do our part as well in the team, and able to bring the team up to new heights. Which in real life, they're pretty much around this same, I would say, same area, just in regard of not really having huge upgrades and not seeing the benefits of it. So definitely want to turn that around in F124 with Jamie Chadwick. Right now, let's see if we can ever get up to Oscar Piastri and Carlos Sainz in this little group with the Mercedes car as well and the Red Bull car. As Sergio Perez is battling with the Mercedes going side by side. for a little bit, but Mercedes able to get ahead of Sergio Perez. Now, it looks like Oscar Piastri is going a little bit of defensive. Now, we're going to be trying to go to the outside, but we got to slow down to be able to stay ahead of him and not hit the people that's in front of us. As the Carlos Sainz of the world and the Sergio Perez, they're going side by side as well right now. Using a little bit of time out to the Mercedes guy. It looks like maybe Lewis Hamilton potentially. Be able to get past Sergio Perez. Definitely to get past him. Slowing us down majorly. A little bit of bump right there. It's our last lap, so we gotta push flat out. Yep, it is Hamilton in P4. Just gonna miss out on P4, but be able to bring a top 5 finish. Let's go.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
For our first race, that's Jamie Chadwick. Man, driver of the day, 2-stop strategy. What a beauty. A beautiful performance.
Out of the final corner for the final time, Max Verstappen takes the win.
Well, all that off-season work clearly paying off here today. A brilliant way to start the season with a solid victory. It's a real good confidence boost as well, and you feel like that's going to really propel them forward through to the next race coming up.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who's joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, Fernando Alonso able to get the P9. Basically in the same position. He's 3 seconds basically slower than us right now, so it's going to be a huge debrief for the team, Fernando Alonso and us. Trying to figure out what we can able to do to able to help Fernando Alonso able to get into the top 5 and able to fight in that bracket. Right now we're basically in the midfield. Nonetheless, we're able to get 11 points. Fernando able to get 12 points. 2 points, excuse me. And as a collective, we're able to get 13 points, 4th in the Constructors' Championship, but we're right behind McLaren, and Mercedes is right behind us, and they have 12 points, and Alpine has 1 point, with a Scuderia Ferrari team 23 points, and Red Bull with 31 points. Max obviously takes a W as well, so yeah, it's a really, really good start to the championship. Able to get the fastest lap, so very, very solid, very, very positive. Hopefully we can able to get into that top 3, top 4, and fight for podiums. So that is going to be on the next episode, though. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this, man, with the first race of Jamie Chadwick. Y'all liking the start to the channel, and I will